Everyone, welcome to WesKnows Tech News and Reviews. 2020 September. That month saw more new smartwatches come out than in any prior year. And one of the stars was actually the Fitbit Versa 3. Funny thing about Fitbit, their model range is decreasing practically every single year, well, for the last few years. And when you say Fitbit, in your mind, the association goes to the Versa model. And if you think about it, the Versa is cute, it's squarish, roundish, but yeah, you can't say it's $1 million look. It's not. But the Versa 3 definitely packs a punch in terms of tech it brings to the table. So today, we're going to be doing a 5-minute comprehensive review of the Versa 3. If you're new to WesKnows Tech News and Reviews, we talk about the latest tech news. We do brutally honest reviews and share hacks and tricks along the way. The second gen Versa was a vast improvement over the first. It got an Amoled display, a microphone and Alexa. Claimed battery grew to 5 days, Fitbit Pay was introduced and you could do quick replies from your watch. The Versa 3 we've got in front of us today is better yet. A 15% larger AMOLED display, 6-day battery life. It now has a speaker as well as the microphone. So now Alexa can actually tell you a joke or the weather. Versa 3 also has Google's Assistant and it finally gets inbuilt GPS. In fact, dual GPS. So let's dive into the design, display and the features and functions of the Fitbit Versa 3. Okay, so it might not win a beauty contest, but there's still something about it. Maybe the sandstone gold case and the dark navy blue strap. Even with the odd watch case shape, it still manages to have a presence, look fashionable and most importantly, sit comfortably on top of your wrist. Dimensions are 40.5 by 40.5 millimeters and it sits 12.4 millimeters high on your wrist. Another design change is the side button, or rather the lack thereof. And this new button is a point of controversy because I think it's great and it looks way much better than just having a button on the side. But there are different opinions about this. Instead of a physical button, there's a capacitive indent on the left side of the watch that, when pressed correctly, sends a short vibration to indicate you've activated the smartwatch. The strap departs from the classic watch type and embraces the clip and task clasp. I usually find these awkward to slip on or off, but surprisingly, this strap actually fares really well. As with the prior models, the straps are attached to the watch case and tapering down for the sportier look. You'll notice the small logo embossed on the strap, and that makes it just that little bit more special. The display is now a 40mm AMOLED panel as compared to the 39mm on the Versa 2. It's also got a higher resolution than the previous model, so now it's 336 by 336 pixels, while on the previous model it was just 300 by 300. The display is bright, it's crisp, and it's so clear. You can store up to 5 watch faces on the watch. You do get your ambient light sensor, so you do get auto brightness, and of course there is an always on display option if you don't care too much about your battery life, because it will halve it from the 6 days to 3 days. I think we're ready to step into the features and functions. The Versa 3 gives you all the Versa 2 features, including 20 goal-based exercise modes, such as pool swimming, automatic exercise recognition, and working out in heart rate zones. A really cool sport profile is interval training, and with this one, you don't tap or press a button. Rather, you set times for the interval and rest durations. You are guided within these intervals via haptic vibrations. Another awesome feature is the complete customization of the data screens for your exercises. You also have auto pause here, making sport profiles in the watch so complete. But as we mentioned earlier, the Versa 3 finally gets inbuilt dual GPS. So there's no need to borrow the GPS signal off your phone to track outdoor activities any longer. Keep in mind though, that if you want the GPS on, you will have to set your workout mode manually. So if you are depending on the automatic workout detection, it's not going to switch on GPS. Another big addition the Versa 3 gets over the Versa 2 is the new fast charging technology. It uses a new magnetic charger that will get you 24 hours of battery just in 12 minutes of charging. This is a beaut. We all love great battery life, but getting a 20% hit in just 10 minutes charging from any socket is awesome. Android users can reply to text via Versa 3 with a small array of preset messages, but unfortunately, us iPhone users can't use that option. There are guided breathing exercises with ways to track your mindfulness and the ability to listen to meditation tracks on the Fitbit app. Because today, almost every smartwatch out there has a breathing app, but I haven't heard of any actually playing meditation tracks. The Versa 3 tracks your 3 sleep stages, light, deep and REM, but what is additionally cool is that now the Versa 3 will also monitor your blood oxygen level while you sleep. And this can be important in detecting disorders like sleep apnea, chronic lung diseases and so forth. So having a continuous SpO2 monitor was usually seen on the sport watches from the likes of Polar and Garmin, but not on smartwatches for just $200. As per usual, the Fitbit does have a couple of funnies. And the fact is, with SpO2, aka blood oxygen saturation, in order for you to use the actual functionality, you need to download the SpO2 app. But you're not going to see it as part of all the other apps. No, it will only run in the background. And the fact is, you need a specific face to actually implement the app. There's no inbuilt storage for music, but you do get music controls. You can also download Spotify and Deezer apps. I think the Versa 3 is the first Versa that is finally posing some serious competition to the Apple Watch, but most importantly to the budget smartwatch manufacturers, which are catching up to the premium brands. I think the sport functionality is really great. The addition of GPS makes the watch almost sporty, but the lack of storage for downloadable music means that you still need to carry your phone with you on the lengthy runs and cycles. The larger than ever AMOLED display is very bright. The anti-fingerprint coating is way better than on the first or the second Versas, but the hereditary, shockingly thick bezels are still a disappointment. So it's not all roses. Yes, there definitely have been improvements to the usability and capability of the Versa 3, and it's all really noticeable. But there still are slight problems with this watch. Again, no music storage and the thick bezels. But these are minors because the watch is selling for just $200. Now that we've reviewed the watch, we can actually take it out and start testing the GPS, the sleep accuracy, the SpO2 monitoring. And we're going to do that in the upcoming videos. So if you have enjoyed this review, then please click the red subscribe button below the video to make sure you don't miss any of our upcoming videos.